2, the 3.
We're now at 29 something.
All right, hey everybody, hey, how you doing out there? Welcome in TV Land to the Greg Sterlace Show. And
It's not the Greg Sterlace Show. It's the Saracki and Viola Show.
I think it's all of our shows, Greg.
No.
Benghazi.
It's you and Viola.
All right. Richard.
Welcome to the Viola and Saracki Bondage Hour.
Oh, bondage.
Brought to you by
yours.
Although this show is only a half an hour.
Right, but it's good bondage.
It's good bondage footage.
It's about time you got your own show here at the Home of the Future, Rich.
Yeah, I've had like 3 different shows. I even had your show when you left in 2006.
Right, and now how do you feel now? You feel like you're going to be able to do this one?
I've done it all. I've seen it all.
Cause
you are it all.
Because Tim and I...
He is it all.
We discussed it for the last few days, last week, and we said... We got to have Rich Viola on the show.
We have to, man. The guy's a comic genius.
Tim kept saying, let's get Rich Viola on the show. And then we came here tonight, he said, well, we kind of want on the show. Beth Whiskey's on the show, you're on the show, and some other guys on the show. Now let me think, who is this other guy we got to have on the show? Now, he's supposed to come. He's sitting right next to Rich while he says this. Let me see, there's another guy. You were here, Ken, for this, right? There's another guy. It's you, me, Ken, and there's Beth, and there's some other guy.
Oh, my God.
And it was you. And you were sitting right there. How do you feel about that? You were sitting right there when he said, what other guy was supposed to come tonight? What other guy?
Well, I think it was funnier when you said it about 20 minutes ago before the show.
Oh, yeah, it was way funnier than that. We got to get something in this fucking show. You two are doing nothing at the beginning.
Do you ever get a lot of these in the mail?
Yeah.
You get these. What do you do with them?
You get those from the Boy Scouts.
What anyways, do they have? No, they're too. They don't work as garbage bags. They break open like that.
Oh, that's amazing.
What do you do with these things?
I know. So anyways, I'm with John Lombardo at the Pink Flamingo this week.
Lombardo.
Up Rich Viola comes, and I say, this is my friend Rich. I said, no, this is Rich, my son. Right?
Some feedback.
I said, this is Rich, my son. And then what did you say?
Yeah,
exactly.
He said, I'm his son, his illegitimate son, Greg Jr.
Right.
Can't you see the resemblance?
And Paul, get a shot of me. This is what John Lombardo...
Get that close-up shot of Greg.
Can't get a close-up shot of me.
Zoom in.
Okay,
zoom in.
There you
go. So
he
tells John Lombardo, superstar...
Zoom back.
10,000 Maniac superstar, that he's my illegitimate son, Greg Jr. And John Lombardo, who's always talking, does this.
What the hell does that mean?
He was so stunned, he started going backwards and forwards. He was like, he didn't say anything. He was just like, when he heard it was an illegitimate son, because I said, this is my son, and Rich didn't miss a beat. He said, yeah, I'm his illegitimate son, Greg Jr. Now that was classic.
Who would be the mother in that case? Mother Mary?
Renee Saracki, I believe, is the mother.
I look nothing like Renee.
Anything's possible.
A lot like her.
Anything's possible.
You get the red hair.
Hello, welcome to Electric Shadows.
Oh my God, you're mocking out Electric Shadows? How dare you? This is his sister.
Go ahead.
Electric Shadows is a podcasting institution.
Oh, so you're not mocking it out. You're saying it's a
I would
great,
never mock my
show.
mother.
It's a great show. Ken, are you mute tonight?
No, I'm just listening.
Oh, yeah, you're just listening. What are you like? You're like Ray Liotta in Goodfellas, right?
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, you finally spoke.
Yes.
Oh my God! You're so professorial tonight.
Thank you.
As if any fucking professor would ever have a Playboy costume on, ever,
ever.
Come on.
Never.
And Paula starts saying, "I had this erotic fitness class in college. It was erotic fitness 102.6. Gynecology,
erotic psychology,
psychology of human sexuality, and my professor's name was Dr. Lick.
Dr. Lick.
And I am not.
Dr. Lick. And you wore a Playboy costume. All the
from French Lick?
Yeah.
Named after the great 1983 Kiss album, Lick It Up.
Lick It
That's
Up.
right. That's
Where
my
they
favorite record.
take off their makeup.
Lick It Up.
Lick it up.
Lick it up.
That's all I know.
It almost reminds me of that Black Sabbath song.
Lick It Up Part 2.
No, gypsies.
Ready?
Gypsies, tramps, and thieves. Nobody wants me. I'm just a gypsy.
I never wrote anything further after that,
No, of
but
course
it's a
not.
good start. You know.
I think the Bills might be on the take.
I think they could go all the way.
They're on a tear.
They're on the take, and they could go all
They're
the
on
way.
a tear of what, losses? Great, they're on a tear of losses. Ken, you love sports. What's your take on the Bills? You love the Bills. You're the biggest Bills fan around. What do you think of them? You like them?
No.
Is that
Need to
serious?
burn that shirt.
And now we're going to take a little commercial break. We'll be right back. No, there's no break.
Yeah, I was going to say, we don't have commercials.
break.
Brought to you by Popcorn.
Oh, man. Wait, the three-finger roll.
Brought to you by Vietnam veteran popcorn. the tastiest popcorn around.
Oh, that's right, Greg. It's Veterans Day, but people won't be seeing this on Veterans Day unless they watch. Now, Greg, I noticed one thing about the show that probably Richard should be in here as well.
Yeah.
Is that it doesn't seem to be on the telly.
That doesn't matter. We're on YouTube.
Well, I know that.
YouTube's the modern telly.
I told people that
so
to look for me on the.
old-fashioned.
No, but I mean, come on. How do you expect to expand to an audience beyond your own circle of friends?
Well, we don't care about that. We're just artists,
Really?
aren't we? Aren't we artists at heart?
Yeah, I
Aren't you
guess
here for
you're right.
artistry? I mean, why don't you?
Oh, Richard's going to be so pissed
you're not
at you,
supposed to take those
Vaughn.
apart. What are you doing?
Oh, my God.
Ken, you're not supposed to do that. What are you
Oh,
doing?
my God.
I want to know what was in it.
Oh, my God.
Were you catching the audio of Kenny opening up the...
I don't know what's going on. This is.
I wanted to know what was in it.
Man, this is.
Kenny was a lot more talkative
Yes, what would you like?
earlier.
I want to know what was in it.
What would you like?
That's like the comic that comes in the Bazooka Joe.
No, Greg, I don't get cable, so are we on this show? Are we on the television?
Are we on the show? Yes, we are on the show.
Are we on the television or not, son?
This is on
No,
Bravo.
no more TV. Just YouTube.
We're done with the TV, right,
Just
Richard?
YouTube.
It should. It's on
It's on
TV?
TV. He just said it's on TV.
When does
He's
it air?
Right there.
I
He's the
don't-
guru. He's the man behind the curtain.
Because the first time I tuned in on a Friday, it wasn't on.
It's
What
not
the
on
hell
every
do you want?
week.
No,
it's on eventually.
The dates Richard gave me, it wasn't on.
Well, you always expect too much from Richard. You didn't. I think the thing is with Richard, you didn't acknowledge his birthday.
Richard
what
didn't-
the fuck? Did you acknowledge Richard's birthday? Richard's
Yeah.
Oh,
birthday?
my God,
Online.
Richard.
On his birthday?
I saw you go.
Did you
go
make
a
the
little-
top 8, Rich Viola? Did you acknowledge
Wow.
Richard on his birthday, October 25th?
Renee was
Richard does
offended.
not... Richard mentioned last year that he doesn't like people wishing him a happy birthday on his Facebook. So
So you didn't acknowledge him anyway. You didn't come to
everyone
college,
was
didn't
nice
call?
last year and wished Richard a happy birthday on his Facebook wall.
And he said, "I don't give a shit about."
I did
that.
it this year.
because he had a fake birthday on his Facebook account,
The
so
hell?
it didn't mean anything.
That's a
You
fake
were-
birthday?
on
What's
his-
your
on
real
his
birthday
On his
then?
wall. No, his real birthday is October 25th. But he had the reason all these people were on his wall
What's
last
going
year,
on
Rich,
here?
because he gave a fake birthday and they all responded to it like the chumps they are. I'm saying this year, October 25th, did you
Chumps?
say happy birthday on October 25th to Richard? Did you make the top 8? The only 8 people did it. Did you do it, Rich?
I wished him a happy birthday on MySpace. Did you see it?
Well, you can. October 25th.
I didn't know it was on the 25th.
Oh, so neither of you. Tim,
I
you
did
know
it.
you
I
didn't
did it
already.
before the
Through the whole
25th.
day,
You slept
dude.
through the whole day. You didn't even know.
I just slept through the whole day. You know how
I
it
did
is.
it before the 25th.
Oh, you did. Richard did Ken do it before the
Are you
25th?
switching those camera
Yes.
angles?
Did Richard do it
Keep it
early?
interesting.
Did Ken do it early
Oh,
for
look,
you?
man, you stained his bag right there, man. You got your blood on it.
I'm not
Was it an
believing.
email, Ken?
did
Was
you-
it a note? In
Yeah, I sent it to you, and then you said save it for the 25th, but I missed it.
oh, so Ken, you're one of 9. You're in the top 9.
Richard, you
Now,
needed
but
to
you
send
two
a
guys didn't
strongly
give a
worded
damn.
email that
I
was
didn't
your
know it was
birthday.
his birthday, actually.
That's so sad. You think the guy making your show happen, the Viola Saracki show, only exists because of Richard Wicca?
Well,
you say happy birthday to him on his fucking birthday.
Greg, your whole career only exists because of Richard
It's
Whit.
not really a career. It's a hobby.
Well,
career. I'm not getting paid.
You should be, darn it. Send your money to
To Greg,
Yes.
to
Greg
Richard
Saracki, Sterlace,
Tim Saracki.
7 Broadcast
You can't
Plaza,
say that on
140
public
New York,
access.
St. Sarah Broadcast
1420,
Plaza.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, that's fine.
1420 something.
1420, yeah.
Something, whatever it is.
Care of Irv
Paula.
Weinstein.
Yeah.
Paula.
You need my help?
Paula, there's something very important I have to talk to you about. It's been
Why do you
on my
have that
mind for a
cushion,
long
Paula?
time.
Uh-oh.
Paula, why do you
I
have
really
that
have been thinking
cushion?
about it for a long time.
Paula.
I've been
What?
thinking about it all the
What
time.
do
You,
you-
you
What
haven't
do you
paid
want?
attention to
Why do
Greg
you
in the
have that
past 30
cushion?
seconds.
Pay attention to the last 24
I want that
seconds.
cushion.
And we're Sam with Knopfels ever on this show?
Your turn.
Shut up.
George Stephanopoulos. I think
Is he going to hit in the car later? Because we got 2 witnesses that are coming
No,
with us.
I'm not going to hit you in the car later. I've never hit you in the car.
So, Tim, you think our show is better than your sister's show?
This show we're going on right now we're doing?
No, not this one, but in general. I know this
It's
one's
nice to,
not.
it's always good to have choices.
Yeah,
Greg.
you got to have choices. Specifically, no, in general.
This show better than Renee?
Yeah.
Renee hasn't even been on one yet, so how can I judge?
No, I mean better than Electric Shadows.
Electric Shadows?
The
Well,
greatest
you
show
know.
ever in podcast history.
It is?
Excellence in podcasting.
You feel that way, right?
Sure, why not? Yeah.
Now, when she's...
Yeah,
We're gonna do
Renee,
I'm
Electric
doing-
Shadows. Kids listen to Electric. She hasn't done one of those in like 2 years, though, has she?
About 6 months. I'm going to do a show with her this week, Saracki and Sterlace.
Is she going to be on the Electric Shadows with? Or are you going to be on the Electric Shadows
No,
with
it's
her?
going to be Saracki and Sterlace. Me, her, and it'll be Saracki and Sterlace, me, her, and Sanford Silverstein. The
Oh,
4
that
actors.
guy.
It's going to be Saracki,
That little guy, right?
Sterlace, Sanford. He's not little. Saracki, Sterlace, Sanford, and Silverstein. The big 4.
Yeah, he reminds me of someone.
I wonder if that'll
I've
be
seen in,
better
like,
than
the
this
movies
show.
back
What
in
do you
the
think, Rich?
70s. I can't remember his damn name.
I think
Are you coming for that show?
I think that I want my witness protection program name to be Richie Incognito.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. His name is Richie. Paul is laughing, but she has no idea what you're talking about.
No, I don't.
Paul,
No,
that's
I know. I heard something about an incognito
And now,
thing on TV. I didn't.
Saracki and Viola, the first installment of Planet Paula on Sports. Tell us what you think of Richie Incognito and what you heard, Paula.
I think he doesn't want to be talked about. I mean, if he's incognito.
Give me that damn noise machine, man. Come on. Get that noise machine. Get the noise machine.
That's my phone,
Go on,
Rich.
take him out, man. Get the noise
No,
machine.
It's in Sterlace's pocket.
Sound
All right,
effects machine.
All right, then you know what? I go online to get better sound effects. So there you go, Greg.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Please, no.
I'm whipping out my sound effects app.
Here we go, man. You asked for it. You asked for it. You got it, Toyota.
No.
All right.
God help us.
So, anyways, Ken pretends that in 2008 when we were in Las Vegas together, we were walking through this casino, right?
You and who?
Ken.
You guys were in Las Vegas?
Like, who's on the show? Is Rich Viola on?
I can't hear a word out of this ear, dude. Deaf. It's totally
Who? It's
gone,
right
man.
next to you.
It's all buzzers and bells right here.
I know, just like the Sinatra report.
Something like that. But
Anyway.
anyway, you were in Vegas?
So we're in Vegas, Ken and I, and we're walking through the casino with our friend Patty and Paul, and he's
Patty
got
and
the,
Paul,
he's got the
I like that.
professorial outfit on here, the Playboy outfit. Can we talk about this on the air, Ken?
What was Patty wearing?
It's not secret. It's not like anything you're getting in trouble with or anything, right?
Not at all.
It's just a fact of something that happened to us, a fact. So, anyways, we're going through the casino, Rich,
Aruga.
and everyone thinks these three girls see him. They act like he's like they're meeting Elvis John. They see this guy with this Playboy outfit. They're like, yeah, his photo. They're tourists. They want to get their photo taken with Mr. Las Vegas.
What the hell were you doing in Vegas?
We moved across the country and we decided to go to Vegas before we went to Phoenix. So we're hanging out in Vegas. Ken lived there. Is that correct, Ken?
Huh?
You lived there.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So he lived
Not
in
my
Vegas.
kind of town, but
so we
hey.
were visiting Ken, and the girls all swarmed around him and they got their photo taken with him, and he claims it never happened, right? You claim it never happened, correct, Ken?
It did.
Bullshit. Anyways, I called my friend Patty. Up in Vegas. I said, "You remember
I love
that?
it.
Do you remember that, right? A few weeks ago." And so she sends me a voicemail saying, "Greg, this is Patty. I remember that incident. Clearly, I have a snapshot of it in my mind of that incident.
I have a playground in my mind.
But then I played
My
for...
name is Timmy.
the beautiful person here. I played for the beautiful boy here. And he says, well, she never mentions my name. She never mentions the exact incident, so it doesn't mean anything. It wouldn't stand up in court, would it, Greg? So I said, don't be a prick, Ken.
That's Elvis right there. I love it. Don't be a prickhead.
Then he put his hands on my throat and started choking me.
No.
You
So that
did?
never happened. Paula, did that happen? You remember that incident like a snapshot?
Yes, I remember like a snapshot,
Yeah.
although I couldn't
And then,
see it because I was
get
driving.
this, Paul. Thanks a lot, Paul. Get this. My wife, who was not there, she was vomiting in a bathtub. She was not there with me and Ken and Patty and Paul. She says, I remember that incident. And my case is getting worse and worse. She remembers the incident. She wasn't even there. I remember that incident, and
But
she
I
wasn't even
heard
there.
about it.
Thanks for
What the hell?
backing me up.
I
You
have
weren't
a
even there.
visual.
We were
of it,
hanging out
though,
together.
because I have a visual.
Remembering is
You
not
weren't
a
even there.
visual of a story someone told you. Remembering means you were there.
Don't be
back me up,
such
Paula.
a
Don't.
The hand of God.
Ken, whoa. So, I've lost Ken Vaughn.
Do you want
Be
something?
quiet, you crazy person, you.
Ken
It's all
Why
Vaughn.
is it so
I
important
don't
to prove this?
understand. I
Why
don't
is it so
understand.
important
Anyone got any
to
more
prove this?
What the
caffeine?
hell are you
Just admit
throwing
it,
at
and we'll
me?
move on. Just say
Why
yes,
is
it
it
happened.
so critical?
Say yes, it happened on
matters.
video.
Why?
It matters.
We don't want any
Because
hand
you are
matters.
slapping
It
my
matters,
face
otherwise-
saying this great moment didn't happen when I know it
What is
damn
so
well happened.
great about that thing?
Oh, yeah,
That thing you do, man.
Well, you know how you know the reason you come on this video show we're doing, just because you want to be on camera. Same thing, attention. You're only here for attention. You're not laying at your house right now because you want attention. That's why you're here with your suit and you're
That's
on
why
video.
I'm not laying in my house.
That's why
I'm here.
Tim's not laying in his house right now. You know
That's
how
why
bad
I'm
the weather
here,
is right
man.
now?
Yeah.
The weather is horrifying.
That's
And
why
all
I'm here.
four of us came here in this horrifying weather just to be on video. If we weren't
Veterans
going to be on
Day
video, you
storm.
four of us would be here at Richard Wickens' house right now. The word is attention. The password, Ken.
Attention.
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 So I'm watching Password from
Deficit.
1963 recently, right?
Really? With who? Alan Ludden?
Of course. No. Yeah. No. John Stephanopoulos. Yeah. Alan Ludden.
George Stephanopoulos.
George Stephanopoulos. So Alan Ludden
John's
has
his younger cousin.
He's just married Betty White, right?
Betty White
and
from Golden Girls.
Right, from
Thank
Golden
you for
Girls.
being a friend.
Thank you for being a friend.
That's the only word I know.
You mean Betty White of Golden Palace?
So
Golden
what happens
Palace,
now?
yeah.
Okay,
So Alan Ludden is on a show,
63 Password with Betty
63
White.
Password, with his new bride, Betty White. They married 2 months before. And Jack Parr's on the show. He just quit the Night Show a year before. So
That's right.
He's bored out of his mind. He's doing the Password, right?
Yeah.
And so he's on
What's the
there.
word?
Yeah. And I'm watching it. I don't know why the hell I'm watching it, but Betty White's and he's kissing Betty White's hand, and Alan Ludden's saying, don't get near my broad, and all this stuff. and the first clue is henpecked. And so Jack gets henpecked as the first clue, and he looks around like where Ken is really. It could be Ken or Rich. Well, no, it's where Rich is. I'm Alan Ludden. Rich points towards me. He's Jack Parr, and he points to him. When he sees the henpeck, he goes like this. He doesn't even speak. He just goes. And Alan Ludden's like, "What the fuck?" He says, "I can't believe you're doing that, Jack." And then the audience finds out it's henpeck. They think it's funny. So later on in the show, it's even better than that.
That's that early 60s humor.
Yeah, Jack Parr later in the show, he gets the clue me. This is halfway through the show. He gets the clue me, and he's sitting with the guy, which is Ken, who's the
me.
Right, he gets me, and he's
M-E.
M-E. So you think, what's he gonna say? You?
Moi.
He's gonna say why? Right? It's gonna say I. He's gonna say whatever. And he looks at him. He points to himself, Jack Parr. This is the first clue of the game of the round. He says, "Marvelous." And he points to himself and says, "Marvelous." And the guy
Goes Throneberry?
Huh?
He goes Throneberry?
No, he says marvelous. Which you think, how's he going to get me out of this? The other guy looks at him. Hold on, Paula. The civilian looks at him, who's a partner with him. He said, if he can be a comedian, I can be a comedian. Me. And he said, me. It was amazing. He said, me. He got it off marvelous, and Jack Parr pointing to himself. And Alan Ludden says, we really know you, Jack.
Was that some kind of old reference, maybe?
What is this stuff?
That's me.
Are you
talking.
a duck now? This is kind of like.
I was wondering what she was doing, man.
This
Was
is
it?
all
Come on, everybody, get your duck hands going.
Was it kind
Duck
of
hand time.
Was it an
I
old
love that.
reference
Paula,
that
that's
we
so
don't know
cool.
about? I mean, could it have been an old reference, like a play called Marvelous Me?
It could be, but I'm just saying, Alan Ludden acted like it was because we know Jack Parr's ego so much that when he said saw me, he said marvelous. He pointed at himself. So yeah, thanks for ruining it for me, Paul. Thanks for ruining my laughing in the kitchen earlier. Where you stopped me from laughing. He said, "Stop laughing! That's what I asked you."
Is this a divorce?
It's a divorce.
Consider this a
It's
divorce.
final today.
Damn
Consider
it.
this
I'm marrying these
divorce.
three guys.
That's nice.
I'm married
Because
to my,
these three
I'm married
guys-
to my
When I think about lovemaking, I think about you. When I think about everything else, it's three guys. These are my buddies. It's the Big Mess reunion show tonight, folks. That's right. The 5 of us were in a Big Mess.
That's right. Oh,
5
yeah.
years ago, it was released. The Big Mess, and 5 people have seen it since then. Right, Rich? 5.
Where's the DVD?
Get the DVD from the kitchen.
We're gonna show a
promoting
clip. We're gonna show a
reunion
clip
show
of the Big
Now,
Mess.
That's right. The
With
Entertainment
Rich Viola.
Weekly. Entertainment Weekly's new issue, Tim, is the reunion show. The reunion issue.
Nope.
And they
Really?
show Frasier together, and they show all these people together. And we have the big. That's the Big Mess. You got to put it over here.
All for the everyday low price.
That's not it. That's failure. Big Mess. Well, here, cleavage. Cleavage alert.
$13.99.
Put it over there,
Hold on, we
Rich.
need some
now,
It's that
now
camera.
Greg, did this just come out?
camera.
Was this just released?
Yeah, it was just released. The 5th anniversary reissue.
Well, how do I
Fifth
get to that?
anniversary.
Glenn?
Wow,
Where
I
we going?
missed
Your
the
camera?
first one.
Yeah.
Is there like a voiceover commentary?
I do a whole 55
Really?
minutes. Yeah. You can do that with commentary.
Yeah, why couldn't
I
you?
said, this is what I was
That's
thinking.
not really very good because it's too
Back,
close.
a little far back. You gotta be.
to a different one.
Yeah, I think it's too close.
The first one was better.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Ken, what do you remember about doing the Big Mess with Tim and Rich Viola? You work with both of them in the movie.
It was good.
How was Tim's acting?
It doesn't even say anything about a director's commentary.
But there is one on there, though. You
How
can
can-
take it home and listen to it.
All right, can I listen to it in my car? These DVDs play on cars, don't they?
And if it works in the car, you can play in your DVD player.
Because I want to hear you talk about
director's
the
commentary.
Big Mess.
I talk about you. I say how good you are. I say how good Rich is, how good Ken is. Ken, what did you think about
Thank you,
Tim's
Greg.
acting in the movie? Did you enjoy
Thanks,
it?
Greg.
You
I
worked on the
appreciate
scene
it.
with him. Was he a good actor?
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Oh,
Sure
You
was.
felt he
Thank
was
you.
good
That's very
playing
nice.
Shorty?
Yeah.
He played Shorty,
I
right?
think
I went up to him and I yelled at him. I said, "You listen here, you son of a bitch. You're going down to Chinatown." Is
Yeah,
that
that's what you
something
said.
like a cliched along
It
those
wasn't
lines.
kind of cliche. Rich, what do you
Yeah.
remember about the movie? Do you
Seemed
enjoy
like a
working with
canary.
Ken?
That's right, Greg. We went over to the OTB and did it.
Down the street, yeah.
Holy cow.
You enjoy working with Ken, Rich.
Yeah, I remember that
was a
boat
good
scene
time.
at the Marina with Jim Prey.
Well, our friend Sanford Silverstein said that
Guy
the
that wouldn't
only
go
way
in
they
the
could prove the
water.
movie is if you two had drowned Jim Prey.
There was a scene on the
Not
boat
properly dressed.
Jim
at
Prey.
the Marina,
Right?
It's like I picked the wrong day to cut my fingernails, man.
Right.
and the scene would have been a lot better if we suggested it as like. We even
Hold
I
on,
suggested
I
it to
got it.
Greg Sterlace, and he was like, "That's a good idea. Let's throw Jim off the boat." You know? And Jim wearing
would've
his
been
Sunday
good.
best sweatpants and Marlins cap. Was like, I'm not prepared to be thrown in the water. Not in these clothes.
You're being unfair. Say that. You're being
That'd be very unfair.
Now, Richard, I want to talk to you about this this retrospective video you made of Greg and put it on the YouTube.
Yeah.
And Greg doesn't know anything about it.
No.
How did that happen?
Oh, the Greg Sterlace
Story.
1994 to 2004,
which is available on YouTube now, folks.
On
just to let
YouTube.
you know. It's on YouTube right this moment. Check it out after this show.
Well, we could show it right now,
we can do a lot of things right now.
but we aren't equipped.
We're reminiscing about the Big
Equipped.
Mess.
I like how he said equipped.
We aren't equipped like the old.
Tim, that was the
Greg
best movie
Sterlace
you were
show.
ever in, The Big Mess,
The
correct?
Big Mess was. I thought this would be a double disc set, Greg.
No, it's a single disc.
Oh my God!
It should be double disc, though, considering Gwen's
Gwen's
cleavage.
DD.
It's double disc that way.
Can we get a close
cleavage.
up on this?
It's the same as
she's
this
No,
the
you gotta bring it
Lara
over there.
Logan
You gotta
of
bring it
the
over there,
Well,
over there.
open it up, Paula.
No.
you can
Oh,
put it up there. I'll
You
do
put
it.
your copy up. No, she's got
Yeah,
it.
it's your
Yeah,
copy.
it's
You
the
could
same.
break the cellophane.
It's the same. Whoops. There we
There's
go.
the cleavage. Okay. I got a
Whoops.
story. Look, leave that up there. Leave that up. I'm going to tell
Okay.
a story
Tell the
about
story,
it.
Greg.
Okay, here's a story. See Ross there?
The story.
See Gwen with the cleavage?
Of the yellow.
So Gwen went into the bathroom for half an
Lovely.
hour,
Yeah.
right? To make sure she looked good for the photo shoot. Were you here for the photo shoot?
I don't know. probably
Anyways,
not.
I wasn't.
Anyways,
myself.
we were here, and she went into the bathroom for half an hour for the photo shoot, right? And she came out like that. So she knew what was going on cleavage-wise, obviously, after half an hour they're primping, right? With the mirror, right, Tim?
And
she
didn't-
came
didn't
in.
Ron-
hold on,
yeah, he said something.
So
I'm
he
just-
came in. She came in like
You
that.
can put it down now,
and
we
Ross
see
was,
it.
Ross was waiting in this room, and he said, what did he say, Jesus Christ? or Oompa Loompa? He said double dip, or he said Eureka?
Or Don Drysdale.
He said
Something
Don
like that.
Drysdale?
The Twin
or-
D, man.
He was like, oh my God, he said when she came in the room.
Really? He shouted it?
He yelled it.
Oh, my
because
God!
She turned the corner and came in here. Her breast came in first. And then the rest of her body came
God, I
in.
hope so. It would be awful if they came in last.
Yeah. And he said,
That
oh
goes
my
out to you folks out
God.
there.
And she said,
Yeah.
she looked at Ross. She said, why are you yelling? Oh my God, Ross. And Ross said, your cleavage. She said, oh, I didn't notice. 30 minutes in the bedroom, but she did not notice it.
Oh, come on.
Did not notice it. No,
She
she
did-
did not notice it.
Really?
No. She was looking at her face in the mirror when she was checking herself. All she looked good. So.
Well, blow me down.
I remember.
I never would have imagined that, Greg. Not in
Go,
100
go,
years.
go.
I got in trouble for bringing in this
It's
DVD
funny you say that.
to work.
Of course,
Remember, I told
and they said
you
it was
that.
pornography.
Yeah, the manager said,
Pornography for this?
I came into work
She
the
has
next day.
clothes on.
She's like, don't bring this pornography into work.
Did she actually sit through it?
No, just the.
Did you?
No, just the
She
cover,
wouldn't. She
the
wouldn't
cover.
watch
I don't
pornography
know.
like this.
I'm just
The
saying.
cover,
Did,
no,
did,
wow.
did you try to get her to watch it afterward?
Pornography.
No.
Don't bring this porno into work, Rich. Thanks. Keep that at home.
See, that would be that would
Where were
be
you
a
working,
date.
Geico?
Geico. Don't bring this porno into work.
Galco.
It's funny, Tim, that you said the thing about blow me down because
Yeah.
the first time she was on a show here, right in this very spot in 1996,
I remember that
right
day.
as we met her, right?
I remember that day.
And
very
you know
well.
what she right? And you know what she said to us on that show? She said,
She said, "Blow me
no,
down."
I said to her the first thing I said. No, the first thing I said to her, I said on purpose. I said to her, "Do people suck and blow, Gwen?" And so she would say. So she said, "No, Greg, I don't feel people suck and blow. I just want to hear her say it." And it was a beautiful moment. I never forgot
don't
that.
remember
17
that
years later.
moment. I do not recall
Yeah,
that
she said,
one.
I do not think people suck and blow, Greg. And then when we made Sweet Jesus. You've seen Sweet Jesus.
That's right.
Now, were you in Sweet Jesus, Rich? Ken, were you in Sweet Jesus? All three of you guys were. I elevated you to stars in the big mess. I was needy, right? I needed
Right.
some people.
Exactly.
But in Sweet Jesus, there's a scene where she's with Richard Lambert, and Richard Lambert says, "The reason I know about your conversation is because I'm God." And she says, "Oh yeah." So I put that on a loop, And I have that playing. It's on YouTube. And you can hear it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a 24-hour cycle. And then I have the cover of the here. Put that up again. I have the cover playing.
Can we see that one more time, Paul? Play that, please, Paul, here. We're going to all hold up our copies here.
The inside.
We're all here.
The inside.
Yeah.
I want to see the inside.
We want to go inside.
This is Greg's movie, The Big Masterpiece.
Yeah,
That's pornography.
The big masterpiece.
The Big Masterpiece.
That's pornography. Take that pornography down.
The rated G porn star.
The rated G porn star.
Now, you feature her because you think you'll sell copies?
Of course. We're going to put you with cleavage on the cover. You think that would have sold?
Maybe. You
guys
know.
with cleavage, the three of you together.
Different demographic, Greg. Different demographic.
Well, that would be a completely different.
You are a
Come
hot.
on.
I mean, out of the three of you guys, out of the four of us, you're obviously the best looking. You take the four of us, you're way better looking than the three of us.
What about Kenny Vaughn here?
You took the three of us combined, you're better looking.
He's got the suit.
Paula, out of the four of us, Tim's more. He's better looking than the three of us combined, isn't he?
Tim's the best looking.
She's
Kenny's
married.
the best
She's
dressed. I'm
best looking.
best equipped.
I find you all beautiful.
That's what I was hoping
And
you'd
you're
say.
all-
Thank you.
Even Ken.
Everybody's
Beautiful
beautiful
in their own way.
Even you, Ken. Even
That's
Ken.
the only words I know.
Yeah.
Hey.
Come on.
I
Want to
know
be
some
short?
more,
Shit,
but
chance.
I'll let you go.
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
I try every time Ken's on the show, whether with me or with me and Tim. I like to say things that Ken will complain about for years to come. That's my goal in every episode, and it works too. Hey. Oh, he's got a TCB ring. Show the TCB ring. This is amazing.
I'd
Look how
never know
big this
Kenny to say a
TCB
word,
ring.
actually.
He's got a TCB. Stop staring at me.
Is that a
You don't
colada
like
ring?
that. Huh? TCB ring. Look at this. Look how big it is. Look at it, Rich. It's mammoth. Pull it up.
Rich?
Pull it up. Yeah, Rich Viola. Pull it up.
So,
how
Kenny, are
big
you from
that
South
thing is.
Buffalo?
Huh?
Are you from South Buffalo?
No, he's from North Buffalo. We grew up together in North Buffalo. We've known each other since 1974.
I thought you were from South Buffalo.
No, we're both from North Buffalo. Remember I grew up in Parkside?
That's right. You live next door?
He
Oh,
lived next door
Parkside
since
boys.
1974. He's lived next
So
door.
you know Mark?
Yeah, you met Mark, right?
Your brother Mark.
He knew Mark in the 70s.
In the 70s?
Oh, before
Nobody
you
knew
even
him in
came
the
along.
70s.
Well, you didn't.
Well, I sure as hell
Ken
didn't.
Vaughn did.
Richard didn't know who the hell he was.
Richard, did you know? You like being called Richard or
Mark-
Richie
Mark
or
from the
Ricky
Funky
or
Bunch.
What do you like better?
Well, Dick. You like Dick Viola?
No.
No one ever calls him
No one
that.
I prefer Greg Jr.
Greg Jr. That was funnier 20 minutes ago when you sat in the kitchen, though.
Oh, come on.
Come on, funnier
That
than
was
that.
good. He turned it around. Greg turned it
Yeah,
around. on Viola.
Rich.
All right, all right.
Mother.
All right. That's enough
I mean,
of that.
son. You son.
That's enough of that.
I'm glad no one's going to watch this.
Well, it's not even none of our shows have been on TV
Not a
yet.
telly.
I don't think they have because I haven't seen them.
No.
I think Richard's just trying to pump some sunshine up my skirt because I ain't seen him. I ain't seen the goddamn show, man.
Sunshine's your skirt.
I think he's saying, yeah. I think he's saying,
didn't know you
yeah,
wore a
Tim, they're on. They're on, buddy. They're on. They're on. They're all on TV.
Well, the audition.
Baloney. I haven't seen one yet.
Now, this is Rich's audition to be Saracki and Viola. Do you think he's passed the audition?
I think he's passed with flying colors.
So from now on, the show will be Saracki and Viola.
All right.
Every episode.
Every episode
Will you
from
ever
here
bring
on
Ken
out.
back, though? He didn't really contribute anything. Will you bring him back?
What happened to his other host?
I was the other host. It's like you
No.
say. It's like him saying, "Who else is coming tonight? Rich Viola." Yeah, I was the other host. It was Saracki and Sterlace. You don't remember that?
No,
you forgot
the,
the other
the
host.
early host. The other host.
There was no
Yeah, the
other
girl.
host. It was Shanley.
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah,
to her?
what
Well,
about Jill? Don't forget her,
Jill
man.
is-
She would cut
Paul
your
Jill
balls
is
off
belly
if you-
dancing
if
right
you-
now.
Oh,
You would be
Okay.
dead. Greg, you'd be dead if you forgot Jill. You know that. She hates when you miss her, when you
I
skip past her.
didn't forget her.
She's like Alex. I will not be ignored.
Who?
Alex from, Fatal Attraction.
Oh, she's like Al.
Yeah.
Glenn
You're saying
Close?
Jill's like Al. She's
Well,
not
I mean,
Alex.
no.
Don't say that.
No,
I,
I
will not
don't
be
mean like.
ignored.
But she gets kind of touchy and about things
But
like
the
that.
I will be ignored is not a. I'm gonna put a rabbit in your wife's pot.
No, that's not what I meant. I
Yeah,
meant
yeah.
the initial kind of thing is she becomes
stab
kind of
myself and all that.
she doesn't like to be ignored.
So she's belly
But
dancing now?
I contacted her about this episode.
Because remember, she came in and she said, "No, I'm not going to be graphics, girl." Because first off, we
There
no
is
longer
no
have
graphics.
graphics.
We all
But
have
you didn't tell me. I love that. That's great.
Well,
Where's the viewer feedback?
comedy is.
All this time I was telling Jill she could be graphics, babe, but there's
we don't
no
even have
fucking
graphics. No, there's no fucking graphics. Exactly. Keep it to yourself.
So-
So the point I'm saying
Hey.
is, we know that the show from now on is Saracki and Viola every week or every month.
Oh, God, I hope so.
Will you let Ken come back and be a guest?
Ken,
He
you
didn't
can
really
always come back.
He didn't really contribute anything.
Where the
did
hell
he?
did you get those shoes,
Oh,
buddy?
thanks. I knew something was
those
missing.
shoes,
Ken, you
man.
could have contributed something to help the three of
Where'd
us
you get
out.
those,
You're
man?
dying. You could throw us a life
Where'd
raft.
you get
Those
those
are-
at
those
Cats,
are
Cats Are Us,
JCPenney's.
right?
United Men's Hand.
Went to that store, Cats Are Us.
Well, the big mess reunion
When they have
thing,
United
5
Men's.
years.
No.
Get the 5-year.
Get the 10-year reunion of me and Kenny Mayne.
5th year.
5th year, me and Kenny Mayne.
And the thing is,
Next week
Live
will be
and
the
Unleashed at
10-year
the Palladium.
anniversary
and
show.
Rich and Ken worked together through the whole movie.
Yes.
And Ken, you killed Rich in the movie.
Yeah.
Killed
Did you
him.
feel good about killing Rich in the movie and drilling a drill in his head? Oh, you and Gwen with the cleavage killed him. The two of you killed him.
Yeah.
Was it the
drill.
cleavage that killed you or the drill?
We weren't even together for that shoot.
I'm not even mentioning
No,
the credits.
we didn't. But
He shot that on a different
But
day.
still, in the video, they're
You didn't even use like some stock audio for my screaming.
It wasn't even your voice.
No, that wasn't my voice.
All right, thanks for being here. Bye. The show's over. Stop it.
Oh,
bye. We're done, Richard.
Peace. Yeah, we're done. Bye. Thanks.
Yeah.